currently outside reading. I'm reading Daisy Haites. I'm reading Magnolia Parks Into the Dark on chapter 7, page 54. I'm not that far in, but I actually really like it so far. So we're sitting outside reading, so join us. It's a little cozy reading vlog. A little update on the reading vlog. I am laying outside in the hammock, getting a little bit of sun and reading some more of Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I've just been kind of casually reading it because A, I don't really want it to end, and B, it's made me kind of sad, so like I just get sad and I stop it. And then C, I don't want to like binge read and then put myself into a slump. I'm gonna be so real and tell you guys that I read like 15 pages. I'm like in such like a distracted mood today. I can't focus. With that being said, I think I'm gonna try to lock in and read a couple of chapters. And yeah. Okay, so future me here. I did end up finishing Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, and it was so good. I will save my review for whenever I do a May recap, because Sierra and I want to film a little May recap of our reads together, so I'll save my full review till then. But I'm finished with the Magnolia Parks universe as we know it, which makes me sad. But allegedly, we are going to get 2 more Daisy Hastings books, so I am excited about that because I love the POVs of Daisy and Julian and Christian. So good. I did not vlog me reading Into the Dark as much as I wanted to, just because I would read it at like random times and I would get so locked into it. You get so locked into the universe that is Magnolia Parks that you forget that the outside world exists. And there were so many parts that it just ripped me apart and I was sobbing, and half the video would have just been me sobbing if I'm going to be 100% honest. But I did take pictures of me sobbing, and I'll link it. I'll like put it in the corner over here to see. But yeah, I love that series so much, and I could just yap about it all day. Sierra is currently reading Daisy Hastings, which is the second book in the Magnolia Parks universe. So I'm very excited to hear her opinions on the series. I think that we have like different perspectives and different like opinions. I loved Magnolia Parks, the very first book. I was hooked by book 1. Sierra was more like apprehensive and like hesitant around it. And I was like, just keep reading. Like the journey's worth it. And I will like tell everyone that the 4th book, favorite book in the entire series. So I'm very excited for her to read that. Okay, so my current read right now is Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I'm so excited about this because I've seen all over social media people say that Emily Henry has really outdone herself and that this is like their favorite from her. And I'm like, what? No way, because I just started reading Emily Henry this year. If you follow me on like Instagram, TikTok, Goodreads, any of them, then you would know that this year, 2024, is the year that I started reading Emily Henry. And shame on me, I should have read her sooner, honestly. I love her writing style, the way that she develops characters. She makes them like human. I know you're like, that sounds so silly, but she does. Like, it's so mundane and boring to read like a character that's just completely perfect, cookie cutter. Like, I like them to have flaws. Like, I think that a flawed character is interesting. Because now I'm 50 pages in, I just started reading it. It's straight tea. It has me at the edge of my seat, has me fully invested because it is straight drama. So the story follows the main character, Daphne, is engaged to Peter, where he goes on his bachelor trip or bachelor party, whatever, and his girl best friend is there, and she confesses her feelings for him and her love and how she's always been loved with him and yada yada yada. He comes home from the bachelor trip and calls off the engagement, and then she moves in with the fiance's new girl's ex-boyfriend, Miles. And I just think that that's so messy. I picked it up kind of blindly. That's crazy. That's entertaining. I want this to be a movie already. So, anyways, I thought that that was a very interesting plot. They're fake dating too. They both got invited to the wedding and like decided to go together, so they're like fake dating, which I love a fake dating trope. I think that fake dating and enemies to lovers is the best trope that there is. I think that it is always so fun, always banter, chef's kiss. So, anyways, I'm 51 pages in and I'm going to stop yapping and start reading. Little reading update. I'm still reading Funny Story by Emily Henry. I have like 100 pages left, so I'll probably finish that today. It's like rainy out, so I think that's the perfect time to just like lay and like read a book. So I'm gonna finish this today, but I just want to like hop on and like give you an update. In my like previous clip, I said how excited I was to read this and like how it was such like an anticipated read for me, because I read Beach Read and absolutely loved it. Like I was giggling and kicking my feet the entire time. And I think that that's what I was anticipating with Funny Story as well. But it just kind of hasn't done the same thing for me. And I mean, I can understand why people love it so much, but I think it's just not doing the same thing for me just because of like, you know, my own personal experiences. I think that whenever you read a book, sometimes it brings out, you know, things that you have also like personally gone through. So I think that that's kind of what it is for me. So I told myself that I need to just finish it and see that there's a happy ending and that everything will work out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm upset because I'm not as giddy about it as I was when I was reading Beach Read and Book Lovers. Like when I was reading Beach Read, I was like, everyone needs to read this book. Like this is it. And I just don't feel the same way reading this book. And like obviously that's okay. That's the great thing about books, is that there's one for everyone. So I'm gonna finish it and see how it ties up and how everything ends. And I'm excited for that. But yeah, and then we can pick my next read together and continue this little reading vlog. Okay, so I told you guys I was going to pick my next read, and I ended up choosing Love Interest by Clare Gilmore. This has been on my TBR for a fat minute. I talked about it and showed it in our last video of us showing our physical TBR and doing the Aardvark book club unboxing, and this is actually one of the Aardvark books. So I'm very excited to read it. It moved up my TBR list because I watched Haley Pham and Sarah and Destiny's like 24-hour readathon, and Haley said that like she was not anticipating it to be like a 5-star read, and it was a 5-star read for her. So I'm very excited. I need like a surprise 5-star read. Like that's what I'm wanting. So I'm hoping, I think that me and Haley Pham have similar taste in books. She recommended Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and she loves Lynn Painter like I love Lynn Painter. So I'm thinking that we're gonna be on the same wavelength, the same vibe. So I'm excited for that. So I'm going to start this. I'm very much so a mood reader, and I am in the mood for something that's just going to make me like blush and like giggle and kick my feet and be like, oh my gosh, like give me butterflies. Funny Story just did not do that for me. I can see like why it might have for others. The banter just like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it felt forced because it didn't feel forced. I just think that I needed a little bit more banter. That's like my favorite thing about reading or like romance books is the banter. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Like Assistant to the Villain. That book, the banter is unmatched. That book, if you want just straight up banter, read that book. It is so good. It just had me just, do you see how cheeky I am? Like, yes, it had me feeling all types of ways. So I'm hoping for something like that with Love Interest. Crossing my fingers. Funny Story actually just kind of made me a little depresso. There's no other way for me to explain it. I'm gonna start this and I'll let you know how it is. I'm excited. Okay, so I started Love Interest, like I told you guys. I read the first chapter and then I just changed into PJs and I'm laying in bed. I'm going to read until I fall asleep because why not? Because I can't. First chapter made me giggle, so success. That's all I really want. I just want to giggle and kick my feet and just blush and be happy and just have a grand old time because that's what I deserve out of this life. So I'm hoping that there's a lot more laughs, a lot more giggles. See how much we read. I'm not putting pressure on it. But I did refill my water bottle. Oh, that's loud. I just refilled my water bottle and now I'm going to turn on my book light and we're just going to read. Gonna have a grand old time. Hopefully there's lots of banter. I'm very excited. It's starting off good. Wait, guys, I think I'm gonna elevate my experience, my reading experience. I have lavender spray. I'm gonna spray, like create a calming ambiance. Oh my god, it smells so good. No, that's not too much. Oh my gosh. This is what they mean when they say romanticize your life, guys. I'm out here romanticizing my life of reading a little romance and laying in bed and spraying like that smells so good. Like with my little water bottle, it's literally things like this that just like make me so happy. I'm so content. Calm Haven Lavender Iris Aroma. I think this is from Bath and Body Works. Dude, it smells so good. If you don't have this, you should get it and spray your room while you read. I have like 4 sprays of like essential oils. I don't know what that says about me, but 10 out of 10. Get this. Reading update on Love Interest. I ended up laying down and reading it until I fell asleep. So I read like 120 pages. And then last night, I didn't vlog, but I laid in bed and read it until I also fell asleep. And so I have like 5 chapters left. So I'm probably going to finish it sometime today. But it is so good. It's so good. Alex, he does like the little things, like if he wanted to, he would. He does like the little thoughtful things that just have me just cheeky. My Goodreads, I was like, I think I made it like 60% and I updated my Goodreads status and said, I fear Alex is my type because he is my type. Every single time he does something, I'm like swooning. Anyways, I am really enjoying this because there's like the plot of their relationship, but there's also this like subplot of stuff that's going on in the company that they work for. So she knows stuff and he knows stuff, but like we don't fully know if he knows stuff. She's kind of speculating that he might know stuff. So I'm just like, tea, because you're watching their relationship develop, but then like their work, yeah. And he's a supportive king. Like, he is not intimidated by her just being a smart girl boss queen. And I love that. Because I've never met a man that has not been intimidated or scared of me because I'm smarter than him. So where do I find him? He went to Harvard too. I think I wrote in the book, I was like, a smart king in like hearts. But anyways, I will finish this sometime today and I'll let you know what I think. But I love it. I'm loving it a lot. Okay, so I'm reading the Kingmakers. I'm gonna show you the cover. The Kingmakers. I don't even know if you can see that well. Probably not. But I'm reading the Kingmakers right now, and I'm, dare I say, disappointed because I thought it was gonna be like my series of the year, my book of the year, and it's icking me out. It's icking me out. I just, if someone's read it, please comment down below. Please let me know, because like the concept of the book is so good. I just want so much more out of it. And it's just like, it gets there, it gets to right where it needs to be, and I'm like, this is gonna get good. And then it just drops. And so it's just like frustrating because I had such high hopes for it. And I really thought it was gonna be a 5-star read. I'm not done with it. I'm 73% of the way done. And I'm just like, don't really care what happens anymore. You know? I don't know. Okay, but I do have to say, my favorite part about the book is when you're clicking through, there's little images. It's just like, I don't know, it's so engaging having it like that. But okay, so a little reading vlog update. I finished Love Interest last night, and it was so cute. Like, if you're in the mood for like I guess I would say like a cozy romance that like gives you the same vibe as watching like Devil Wears Prada, 27 Dresses, like all those like classic little rom-coms, read this. It did everything that I needed. I was reading a lot of books that I thought were going to be cute little romances, and then they ended up making me cry, and I needed not to cry. I just needed to giggle and kick my feet. Alex did that for me. He's a king. I love him so much. If he was real, I'd fall in love with him. I wish he was real. So if you are Alex, hit me up. I'm just kidding. Anyways, he just has king energy. Like, he supports her and is like her biggest fan no matter what. And he's not intimidated by her brains and beauty. And that's what us women in STEM look for. Period. No questions asked. Okay, so I think I'm just going to end this reading vlog here on Love Interest, since I did finish it and it was so good and I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure that this is Clare Gilmore's debut book, which is awesome, and it makes me really excited to follow her in her writing journey and like read some more of her books. Like, how exciting. And she does have like a book on Kindle Unlimited. I haven't read it yet, but I did download it. I'll like put a screenshot of it right here, so then that way you guys can see it, because I don't remember what it was called, but I saw it on her Instagram because I went and creeped on her Instagram because I really liked her book and I wanted to see if she has anything else coming out soon, and I saw that, so I downloaded that real quick. And we're just gonna end on here, and if you like these reading vlogs, please let me know. Comment down below. I am always reading, so I love to vlog myself reading and talk about the different books that I'm reading. I enjoy watching them, so let me know. Bye.